What is up, Cowboys Nation? Good morning. Your boy Mike Tag here again. Appreciate everybody that was on the show last night. Before we get rolling, make sure if you're just popping in, hit that subscribe, hit that thumbs up. Make sure you like it, and of course, share it with Cowboys Nation. But hey, just we talked about it a lot last night with CeeDee Lamb. You know, Justin Jefferson, he got paid, so now it's time, as my man said in Rounders, you got to pay the man the money in KGB. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why. This is the frustrating part with Cowboys. You know, being a Cowboys fan and kind of what the organization does. They always wait to the last minute, and I get it. You know, you've got the cap, I guess, to work with. I don't understand how they always say that, but you got all these other teams paying their guys, staying ahead of the game. But more importantly, it's what I always talk about. It's the distraction. You know what, I know they want to be in the headlines. Jerry likes being in the headlines, but it's constant every single time, every day. It's all they talk about. You can't focus on football and winning. So, you know, CeeDee Lamb is one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. There's no doubt about it. He's gotten better every single year. You look at him and Justin Jefferson and you run that comparison, and they're neck and neck. I mean, you can argue the last couple of years, CeeDee Lamb has kind of surpassed him. Justin Jefferson's had some injuries, things like that, but CeeDee Lamb needs to get paid. So why aren't the Cowboys doing it? Well, I think they're going to do it now that Justin Jefferson got paid. But again, the price is going to be higher. You know, Justin Jefferson gets 4 years, 140 million, 110 guaranteed. You got to think CeeDee Lamb is going to get at that or above. And then, of course, you have the Dak Prescott factor. So was CeeDee Lamb maybe his agent saying, hey, we don't even want to start negotiations until we see what Justin Jefferson gets, because he's pretty much going to set that market. And it's been reset so many times, right? St. Brown, he had the deal. He was the richest one. Then you had, um, uh, what's his name? God, too early in the morning. But you know, you got the guy from Philadelphia, uh, Brown, another Brown, and he reset the market, and now you have Justin Jefferson resetting the market. So it's going to be interesting, but hopefully it's something they get done, so we don't have to sit here and talk about it every single day. But it doesn't make it bad, I guess. If you're looking for something to talk about, it gives you something because it's the off season. But you know, CeeDee Lamb, man, you just look at what he does. The offense runs through CeeDee Lamb. It used to be a lot of times the offense runs through the running pass, but the way the Cowboys have been offensively, it's really driven by CeeDee Lamb. You know, 135 catches last year, almost 1,800 yards, 12 touchdowns. You look at the year before, 107 receptions, almost 1,400 yards. He had 79 for 1102 the year before. And in the first year, he had no quarterback. I mean, you know, Dak Prescott was hurt. They, you know, it was his rookie year. They really, you know, obviously he couldn't get things going with backups and stuff like that. So I have no doubts that I think CeeDee Lamb could be this year, could be approaching that 2,000 yard mark for a receiver. So, you know, hopefully that's not the case, because I want to see the Cowboys. I just want to look something up real quick. Hopefully that's not the case, because I think the Cowboys need to be able to spread that ball around, and Brandon Cooks being that kind of the X factor, so to speak, for the Cowboys, because he's played well near the end, but there's obviously, you know, started out a little slow, but once he got into that offense, things kind of got rolling. So I think hopefully the emergence of getting him going, that'll take a little bit of pressure off CeeDee Lamb, because with the running game in a little bit of flux, you got to think these defenses are going to hone in on CeeDee Lamb, and they're going to go ahead and force the Cowboys to beat them with another player. But like I said, with Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb's got more receptions. Jefferson's got more yards. CeeDee Lamb's got more touchdowns. CeeDee Lamb kind of does the end arounds, gets a lot more rushing yards, things like that. He's a little bit more versatile in the offense. So just two different types of receivers. And that's not taking anything away from Justin Jefferson. He's definitely a top-notch receiver. I mean, you look at him in 2022, he had 1,800 yards. I mean, he tailed off a lot in 23 with some injuries, just getting over 1,000 yards. But his career's kind of started really hot, kept going, and obviously had a setback where CeeDee Lamb is just continuing to go every single season. So let me know your thoughts. Is this hopefully the sign that CeeDee's going to get done, and then in turn, either Dak gets done or CeeDee Lamb kind of waiting to see what happens with the Dak deal? If Dak doesn't get re-signed, maybe CeeDee Lamb saying, hey, maybe I'll test free agency. Cowboys can franchise him. So I don't think he's going anywhere. Jerry, typically, if you look at the franchise players for the Cowboys, I mean, typically they stay here a while. They may leave at the tail end of the career, like you saw with obviously Tyron Smith. You've seen it with Emmitt Smith. You saw it with Des Bryant. As their age gets the best of you, and father time with Zeke is another one. The Cowboys tend to move on later, but in the prime of your career, you look at Aikman, you look at Irvin, you look at Emmett, you look at all the great, Drew Pearson, all the 88 club, even Des Bryant. Des Bryant got a couple contracts with the Cowboys. So I think CeeDee Lamb ain't going nowhere. It's just get the shit done so we can get the distraction, one less thing that people got to worry about. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Appreciate, again, all support. Again, we're going to be live Wednesday, Kelly K9 and I, because you got the Mavericks in the finals. The Mavericks in the finals going against them Celtics, and hopefully, if my Miami Heat can't do it, hopefully, the Dallas Mavericks can do it for that area, and maybe put a little bit more pressure on the Cowboys, because they seem to be, of the four major sports, they seem to be the cellar dwellers on success in the postseason right now. So hopefully they'll get that changed around. But like the KGB said in Rounders, pay that man his money. I appreciate it. You guys, thanks for all the support. We'll be seeing you Wednesday night live. Make sure, again, hit that like, subscribe, share. Have a great morning, great afternoon, whatever it is when you're watching. Take care. See ya.
Give me somebody that's hungry. Give me somebody that's hungry.